more towards the more traditional Southeast Asian style of gameplay. And Burnex Flash, to me, I feel like they've got a really good draft. Something that Fried Chicken needs to cut the backline as soon as possible. Because if he doesn't, this game is going to swap real quick.
Well, already as we see we take a look at the emblems and everything else, right? It is going to be Chima, by the way, running this jungle emblem on the Ling. So he's going to be he wants to match the Fredrin jungle, right? You want to contest those objectives, get that quick jungle farm going here, and just kind of work around that. Also, I feel like there's been a debate, right? What works best on this side lane Grok, the XP lane Grok? Is it the weapon mastery? Is it the high-end dry? Well, this time, I'm Your A-Team is going to run with the weapon mastery, but already the fight for this orange.
Let's see whether you can get out of here. I think for now, wait, hold on.
Hold on, Fwide has to use the flicker.
Wow.
Is getting slowed down, the chase from Chima. This could be bad for Fwide, able to get a little bit of shield, forces the dash, able to get that getaway though, and still delay Chima, so almost a plus there.
Now that actually worked out really well. Fried Chicken wasting a lot of Chima's time, allowing Mobazane to, get on towards his next buff and actually evening out the overall EXP and farm. Despite the fact that Lethal Wanderer might not have been the biggest thing in the world, it's all about that level 4. However, Fried Chicken is going to need some help, and Hoon is here to make that difference.
And I do like it. Hoon wants to come into ATM there. ATM forced to use a flicker. That is a utility gone. If you look at the minimap though, Chima is making his way downtown right now, trying to see if he can make a play happen, but it doesn't seem like there's going to be too much. Still 20 seconds on the clock until the turtle comes.
Yeah, so both these teams, I mean, early battle spells going down here, nothing too much though. Just kind of holding off for now because they both want to just wait for that first big objective to come up here. Now, biggest thing is, I'm Your ATM's not going to have that flicker available, so you're not going to be able to expect that crazy wild charge from him. But still, when you're fighting in that objective, this is the best place for Grok, right? You have walls everywhere around you, and you can see them. They're even positioning this turtle so they have that advantage. And they're going to force the Valley to respond to this and work for it.
Yeah, it does seem like Shark's going to keep D7 at bay right now, but Chima still holds the presence. Mobazane takes the turtle. A nice play. Fried Chicken, though, caught in the midst of I'm Your ATM, trying to get away. Caught in that real manipulation, but he does get away, and D7 goes down. It's a 1-for-0 trade, and the turtle goes to the side of the Valley.
That's what we want to see from the Valley, and especially from Fried Chicken. He is supposed to be the difference maker in this early 2 mid-game to set the Valley up for success. Basically, he's stuck here with Hessa.
Oh, Hessa gets stunned, tries to use Mom Force, able to get the dash, but still, the pressure from the Valley right now is felt across the land of Dawn.
I like this too. I mean, just with that early objective take, you taking a look at the items here. I mean, nothing too crazy, right? But still, this early on, this minor gold advantage will scale really well for the Valley. Now, the biggest thing is for Burnex Flash. We've seen this before with Atlas. Do they get those fatal links off? Now, you're working against 2 Purifies here, right? Which we've seen even teams take 3, again, or maybe even 4 in terms of hero usage. But going against that, that's all you have to solve. Avoid that Atlas and kind of spin away. The biggest thing about carry, though, is if an Atlas goes towards you and you kind of use that Purify, you dash away, you shred tanks so quickly, and that can be really bad news here for Burnex Flash. They've got to play around that. Chima also has to be careful here as well. But already trades early on in the jungle, Mobazane not letting go at all.
I love that right now. And this is the aggression that we wanted to see. And I think Hoon picking up this Lilia instead of the Yve or something of that nature, it gave them that mid-wave clear, and it gave them the ability to rotate around quickly.
Yeah, not only just rotating around quickly, the fact that Fried Chicken has bought so much time and now is a level ahead of I'm Your ATM. Look at Mobazane. He's already a level up on Chima, who has the Demon Slayer. Again, you shouldn't expect that to happen, but yes, they were able to get that first turtle, but it shouldn't make that much of a difference. So I think the Valley most likely can start putting resources down onto the bottom side of the map to make sure that Basic get his farm and get his items fast.
Take a look at D7. Just waiting patiently.
So worried that D7 was about to come in there, but now with the turtle up, Mobazane is going to start on it. D7, C-Cat, and Hessa trying to make a play in. D7 does have that ultimate with the Fatal Links.
Oh,
Shark! Oh, there's the Numenon Blast! Super Shark coming down, but the Tempest of Blades locks on. This is a bloodbath. Shark very low. Hessa able to find him. Shark falls. Turtle has gone to the side of the Valley, though. Mobazane trying to run away from Hessa. Hessa and ATM pick him up. Mobazane falls to the 2-for-1 trade, and the Turtle goes to the Valley.
I'm a little confused there. I mean, I don't know if you saw Basic, but it looked like he could have helped out there towards the mid lane, but decided to run up towards the top side. But still, everything that just happened there, it was a great set with the Nuno Blast from Super Shark. And if he can continue to do that, that is going to be the best case scenario for them. So Basic going to be forced back here. And still, across the board, the Valley holding on to that little bit of gold lead. They're continuing to build it on here. They have some of their first items locked in too. I think that one of the big things is you have to allow Basic to get farm up on this carry. He's only got that corrosion sight here. Of course, Mobazane running with the cursed helmet. He's going to be trying to just continue to clear through the jungle as fast as possible. And that's the thing, Hessa already having that first item on this Harith, he's got that mystery shop. If he continues to farm up here, he will be pretty much a big threat towards the Valley, but the concealed play coming out.
Concealed play. Shark does get the stun on a D7. Hessa drops the Zaman's force. Mobazane will get stunned up here. Fatal Links does locks on, brings Mobazane onto the tower. C-Cat with the real manipulation, but Mobazane is still standing. Rest of the Valley decides to back off, so a bit of a misplay there. Not able to succeed, but no one goes down just yet. Basic and Hoon still want to try to force the objective here. Maybe being a bit too aggressive, but they want to make this tower fall. C-Cat just can't get through the Bulwark shield. Finally, the invasion stops and the Valley backs off.
So much value coming in from Burnx Flash. Like, while this dive was happening on towards the Valley, happening on the top side of the map, we look at the bottom side, they're able to actually return the gold in back into their favor. And now with an objective down, it's starting to get a little tough. D7, he's already had a 92 team participation, ranked second in M4 so far. He's about to make it almost 100%.
Fried Chicken dives in with the bravest warrior, bravest fighter. Wait a second, Super Shark with the flicker. Zane finds the turtle. Tima, I'm your ATM, forced to try to run away, but the Valley doesn't want to stop the chase. No, wait. Yes, they do, and I think they're going to try to take the tower for themselves.
Well, they got a clean sweep on the turtles. Objective, that's the name of the game here for the Valley, and they're doing exactly that. They should be able to get another turret here too. Bottom side, but even Hoon there, just trying to find an angle if he can. Top side though.
Look at Chicken. Hessa had a little bit of an advantage over Basic, but he can't mess with that Lapu Lapu right now. But still, the game isn't too far apart. It could definitely go anyway.
Yeah, and I think right now Burn has a little bit more flexibility when it comes to how they want to play across the map, because the Valley, they want to stick together. They want to make sure that Burn, if they fight, we have the counter engage ready and we can start peeling. But Burn, with the mobility that they have with Hessa, and more importantly, what Ling gives access to with I'm Your ATM opening up the map and getting that information, the side lanes are always under a lot of threat.
Again, this is the thing, right? I mean, one kind of growth that you've seen from Mobazane is this utility tank type jungle play style, right? I mean, it's something that he learned his time pretty much internationally, and he's doing it well. And these small objective wins obviously build you this little bit of a gold lead that you have, and it transitions for your game, and everybody kind of profits off of that. So that's what we're seeing from the Valley so far. Burnx Flash, all they need to stop that in their tracks, though, is a great set from D7, and like you saw from the earlier statistic, this is the man to do it, right? And they've got great follow-up, too. Hessa, though, Hessa getting to the point, again, he's still working on that third item. He's got the Feather of Heaven here. Also, the other thing that I'm wondering is C-Cat on this Eve, already having the Ice Queen wand, able to pump out a lot of slows and damage alone. What happens when, let's say, a Genius Wand is locked in, and then you're reducing all that magic damage, and it's so front-loaded, you can't get out of that death box here for the Valley. Those are big things for Burnx Flash, as now we look to the next objective, the Lord.
Exactly, and again, Burnx Flash, their composition is that flexible, even team fights, with the synergies of heroes that they have. We're looking at D7 and C-Cat to make all that difference there with I'm Your ATM if he has the opportunity to see Basic locked against the wall or even remotely close to it. He could get an incredible knockup that could change the game. And that's the playmaking capabilities that all these heroes provide compared to the Valley, who have a very standard style of gameplay, want to peel back, come at us, we're going to defend from every single attack you have. We don't necessarily have to be aggressive unless you're Fried Chicken.
Most definitely. I think the major problem I'm seeing from the Valley, though, if we want to pick things apart, they haven't churned this gold lead into any major tower objectives. In all technicality, it's not a lot, but they're still losing right now in the ground, in overall material. So they need to, if they're going to get these kills, if they're going to find something, they have to turn it into more.
Well, I think a big part of that, again, is what Gideon just mentioned. You know, you really have to, it's almost, you rely on the new on blast setup if you can. Other than that, you're just trying to bait out ultimates from Burnx Flash, whereas Burnx Flash has, what, 3 options? Wild Charge, the real-world manipulation, the fatal links. There's so many options here for them. So even with the lead that the Valley has, they have to be very careful how they go in.
Chicken coming in, speaking of going in, but he gets knocked out. The wild charge takes out Fried Chicken, but Hessa picks up the kill. Now, by the Lord, Mobazane is trying to chip away at a D7, getting brought very, very low. Basic finds it, first kill for him. Chima with the Tempest of Blades, locks on to Basic, but Zane still takes the Lord. It's a 2-for-1 trade, but the Lord goes to the side of the Valley. Is that a fair trade, though? Hold on, still trying to go. Hessa wants more. They know they lost the Lord, but they want to take some objectives, so they take another tower away from the Valley.
It's looking really good, honestly. And Burn, they understand their options. They really know that if we're going to execute, we might as well full commit. And the only person who can dictate the tempo from the side of the Valley is Fried Chicken. Everybody else is designed to bait out an ultimate or to slowly whittle them down so that they can fully commit to a fight. And Burn fully understand this. So I don't know what Coach Zico did, but he has prepared his team extremely well.
Yeah, and taking a look at the items too. Hold on, they're still going here.
D7, but the problem is they keep on focusing D7. It's just too tanky. They have to find a way to find Chima here or someone in that back line like Hessa.
Well, they're still hunting, right? They've got to deal with this Lord here on the bottom side. Not sure if the Valley wants to do anything. Look at the push, though. Top side from Chima. So able to just make a play regardless of that Lord take from the Valley. They're going to be focusing here finally on the tier 1, though.
Chima takes a lot of damage from Basic, but just not enough. Finally, they take a tower. The Valley trying to hold up against this, and this just shows that, you know, a 1,000 gold lead doesn't mean anything when you're in this mid game right now.
Yeah, and more importantly, so I think the Valley understand that they want to get Basic in a position where he can just hard carry the game because the rest of their team members, other than Hoon at this point, don't scale as hard. And Mobazane, he is just a stun bot. It's like, yes, come at me, use as many abilities as possible because the real carry is got me my back.
Yeah, you really have to rely here on Basic once again. And earlier, actually hold that thought.
Chima does use the Tempest of Blades to get away, though, so no big action just yet.
Okay, going back to the items here, right? I mean, so this is what it feels like to be in this chair, but still, the glowing wand, I'm telling you, man, the glowing wand is going to be a problem. He's already got 2 wands. I don't know if he's going to go for the 3rd, but still, the fact that CCAT has this, you have the death box, he's also running in pure rage, right? So this works out so well for him. He can whittle down the members of the Valley, and they can work around that. So the Valley, though, you saw them. Mobazane, stun bot, if you will. He has the Radiant Armor, too. So he's going to be that front line. You also have Fried Chicken and Super Shark. All he needs to do is land those Newman on blast. And Lord advantage-wise, I mean, look at the Valley. The gold urn, it's not there for them to turret HP, though. They're still working around it, trying to get space around the map for them.
Yeah, I mean, they have more material now at the very least, but now the items are coming in. Hessa getting his Holy Glaive. That in and of itself is nasty, and you have to be extremely careful because if you're looking at the Valley, you're thinking about itemization. Yes, I want to be able to protect myself, but then you have the glowing wand, the genius wand reducing my magic resist even more. This mid lane, I don't think this is going to break out into the fight until we see Basic starting to walk up with the rest of the team. But for now, the Valley needs to show as if they want to aggress, as if they want to take the initiative.
Most definitely, and with the Lord down to about 75% health, Zane will start that initiative. Chima trying to make his way up, but I'm your ATM. He's going to keep watching. Got to keep an eye on D7 here, hiding out in this bush, waiting to make that big play, but Basic and Super Shark as well, holding down the mid bush. This is a standoff. This will end big. This Lord could end up being one of the deciding factors in this game, but here comes the concealed play. D7 trying to come around the back, looking for something, but Fried Chicken does find Hessa. D7 locks on with the Fatal Links, but he still goes down. 2 members down for Burn X Flash. The Valley take the Lord and 2 members along with him.
Nicely done. The turnaround is already looking so good. D7 couldn't find anything despite catching only 1.
And did you see that? Exactly what we said about the Atlas. The downside there is you get there, Basic just dashes away, shreds you down, and you have no option, right? Again, even Super Shark being able to peel on this Lolita is working out great for them. Maybe he just learned from the group stages, comes in with that refined play style, and it's working out great. Hoon, like you said, he's just kind of whittling down Burn X Flash, right? That's all he has to do on this Lilia, and if he can bait out ultimates, even better.
and he's really safe in doing so, because no one can quote-unquote catch him unless you use a big spell to lock him down. The Black Shoe's such a powerful tool for Hoon. He can basically do whatever he wants and feel like he's unstoppable, because no one's going to punish him.
Most definitely. Now the Lord is crashing. Let's see if they can punish.
Wide.
Burn, but look at Chicken into the backside. This could be bad for CCAT, taking a lot of damage away. Chicken finds it, does not go down, but D7 also connects. D7 brought very, very low. Fried Chicken pops the immortality. Gonna come back up onto the field as Hessa, Chima, and ATM try to defend this push. 2 inhibitors down. 1 more to go as Chima tries to clear away this minion so that the Valley just can't do it, but they don't want to stop just yet. D7 working his way out. The Valley staying aggressive. Zane moves on to ATM. ATM does go down. Hessa pops to the Zamon's force, trying to lock on to Hoon. Just cannot find him because the Bulwark Shield is blocking it all. Chima will be next. The Valley now moving on to the base. D7 tries to get the stun, but he's getting shredded by Basic. And now it's nothing but Hessa gets stunned, and the Valley will take game 1.
Beautifully done. GG, well played. Going over to the Valley.